What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today, I'm going to do an exchange sign up and tutorial for Bitget. I partnered with them last month. I've been using the exchange for about a month now, and I'm starting to get used to it. It's definitely user friendly. There's just some things you have to get used to when you use any exchange. But today, I'm going to show you what I've learned as how to use the exchange, the features that I like, and how to sign up. There's no KYC required, no VPN. I haven't had to use any of that. And also, if you want to check it out and use my link below, you can save 15% on your trading fees. So you get a trading fee discount. So if you want to check that out, there is a link below. But let's go ahead and get right into it. Bam, here we have it, you guys. We are on bitget.com. It's really cool. If you click on login here, you can actually just log in through the app on your phone. If you have the app installed, so I do, and I can actually just click this little thing here and do some kind of thing and log in. So that's pretty cool. There will be a QR code. We obviously hid that for the video here. But yeah, so now I'm logged in and I can get started. All right, obviously the first thing you're gonna have to do is deposit. So if you click on deposit here, you can deposit a variety of different assets. All right, there's tons and tons and tons and tons. You know, withdrawals just as easy. It's usually pretty quick. And again, you have tons of assets available for withdrawal, so that's great. You click on your asset screen here, you are going to be able to view your assets. You can transfer them between accounts, all right, between your margin account or your spot account. If you use spot, you can click on this and have 20% reduced fees. If you're holding BGB, it'll just take your fees out of your BGB balance, which is the Bitget token. Pretty simple, you guys. I've never had any issues with withdrawing. And if you ever have help, you can click on the little help thing here, which you can see now in the bottom right of the screen as I move myself into the middle of the atmosphere here. So yeah, that's a help chat thing. You'll get somebody right away. So you can go to futures, all right? Trade futures, spot. They have a copy trading platform, which I'm not even going to get into, but I hear that it's very good. So definitely check this out. I've heard a lot of good things about it. All right, you have P2P trading here, where you can trade with other parties, and then you have third-party payment where you can buy crypto with fiat. So that's all cool, easy on-ramp. So let's just go over to the exchange here. You can do a demo trading, which is really cool. All right, practice account. That's always good to get started. But here you are, we are at the futures screen, and you can see this is where I'm going to be able to trade. So these are all the assets they have available. If you want to hide them, you can click this little arrow up here. It'll hide all those and get them out of the way, so you can see your full trading screen right here. All right, you're gonna have all your orders, your order history. There's a light version here, okay, which is gonna be like a little bit more abbreviated, but you can see there's plenty of volume right now. They are one of the top 5 volume exchanges for crypto. And you can click on, a million different assets, and it's pretty easy to enter and exit a position. You can do cross or isolated. I prefer to trade with isolated. Okay, so that's just me. But again, if you just go between isolated or cross, you can do that here. And I will move myself now to the other side of the screen so you can see what's going on over here. All right, and then you're gonna be able to click on your long or your short and change your leverage. So if you want to do, 4x leverage on a short or a long, you can do that here. All right, and if you want to market or limit, it's very simple. Or you can do a trigger order where if the price, goes past that, it's going to trigger. It's like a stop order. And you're going to see here, I can just go to market. I can buy 5 long and order success. All right, pretty quick, pretty easy. Here's my position. I do like the light version better. It's very easy to see. But you've got your long version here, abbreviated. Light version's much better for me personally. I can see my liquidation price, my unrealized profit. Remember, it's not profit until you take it. Unrealized profit, my position size, if I have any open orders, say only partial position filled or something, and my open price, okay? And how much position I have on margin, which looks like it's a whole whopping $8. Okay, you guys? So obviously, liquidation price is where you're going to be liquidated on that position. If it's isolated, it's only going to be that position. So I would be liquidated on my whole margin for this. If I want to close, very simple to close, 100%. All right, I can do a flash close, which is basically just a market close, 100%. Bam, I could get right out. If I want to set a take profit level, all right, I can do that. I can pick a USDT price, so I can do $7 is my take profit price. I can do 100% of the position, 50% of the position. All right, it's going to show me my potential profit from that position. I can hit confirm, bam. All right, it's going to go to my open orders now, and I can see what orders I have open. Very easy, you guys. Very simple to use. This is the order book. I can see the market trades coming in right now. It's very, very simple, you guys. There's not much to it. The only thing that I would say you have to get used to is, and let me just go ahead and close this real quick. All right. So I'm going to close 100%. Bam, position done. All right. And it shows me how much I just closed up here. All right. The only thing that you have to be aware of is every time you click a new asset, it's going to have a default here. All right. So you're going to have to switch it to isolated if you use isolated, and you're going to have to change the leverage. All right. If I go back to Ape, it's going to have the settings saved that I already did. So one thing you can do is if there's like a certain leverage you only mess with, like say 5% or 5x leverage or 2x leverage, when you get everything set up, you can just go through and quickly change all the leverages quickly. But you can do it and get it all changed. So that way, next time you pull it up, if you're in a rush, then it's just going to be whatever you had it set on, right? So you can do it for each asset. Just so you kind of have like your own default rather than the exchange's default. That's one way to do it. Again, you don't have to. But you can see here they've got tons of different altcoins, Bitcoin, Ethereum, of course. So, and then all these extra altcoins. So they've got quite a selection here for you to trade. You're not limited to one or two assets, which is great. Obviously the more assets to trade, the better. Just because there could be different setups on different time frames on different assets, right? If you go up here, you can change your setting to day mode, which is blinding. So I like to go into night mode. Again, that's our futures account. I can do coin M futures, which is me perpetual swap, basically, which means that I'm trading versus Bitcoin or versus Ethereum or whatever that is. So if I deposit Bitcoin or I can trade versus Bitcoin. If I get stopped out, it's going to go back into BTC. So some people prefer to do that. And you have all these selections here, which is actually a pretty good selection. Most exchanges only have like Bitcoin and Ethereum and maybe XRP, but a lot of exchanges don't even have coin M futures. So that's a great feature to have, especially during bull markets, because if you get stopped out on a position, you go back into that asset, and in a bull market, the asset appreciates. So you're going to be making money, while it's sitting there doing nothing. So really good feature to have. Here's your futures account, you guys, for simulation, your demo accounts where you can practice. That's great to have. Futures info, you're going to be able to find your funding rates here, all of your, your tutorials and things like that, and your risk control management. Just if you have any questions, you can find that right there. And of course, you're going to have your spot exchange where you're trading non-margined assets. All right. So link here you could see is what it's defaulted on for me. But they have all these assets here. Tons and tons of assets. You can see if I scroll down, and you can trade these all on spot. I know a lot of you don't like to use leverage, which is totally fine. And some of you only like to use low leverage, which is great. I would actually recommend low leverage, especially for beginners. And you guys should watch some other YouTube videos to learn about leverage and position sizing if you're new, because high leverage should be used with very small positions, and a lot of people don't understand that. So make sure that you're managing your risk at all times. You guys, one last thing. If you click on the preference settings, you can change your chart layouts, right, or your page layout however you like. I'm just going to keep it on the default, which is what I'm used to. But that's a great feature to have as well, to be able to kind of customize this a little bit. So as you can see, guys, very simple exchange to use, very user-friendly. There's just a couple quirks, like I mentioned, having to change your default leverage when you open up a different asset. So that's one thing you have to get used to. And then of course, if you're going from cross to isolated, you got to make sure you're on the right leverage. and you want to make sure you're changing the correct leverage on the correct directional play. If you're going to long, you obviously want to do long the right leverage, and short the correct leverage as well. So those are the only things that I've really found that slow me down a little bit on a new exchange. It's just getting used to the layout and the small intricacies that are different on every exchange. But overall, very user-friendly, very easy to use. There hasn't been like really any big issues that I've noticed while using it. I haven't noticed much slippage at all or anything like that. Easy to get in and out market order wise, good liquidity for all coins that I've traded. So one thing I would really say to check out is the copy trading. I've heard a lot of good things about this. I haven't personally used it yet. I need to go through and figure out how to get it set up, but I might just throw a few bucks at it and see what happens. But have heard some good things about this. They're apparently one of the largest copy trading platforms there is, so lots of action here. Obviously, you're relying on other people, so you have to be aware of that and maybe spread some funds around. But try it out. Passive income if you follow somebody that is worthwhile. So do your research on these people. You can see their P&Ls and see how many people follow them and everything. Thanks again for watching this video, you guys. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions about the features or anything like that, leave a comment below. And again, if you want to save 15% on your trading fees, you can sign up with my link. But stay tuned for the next episode in my Bitget YouTube educational series called Get Educated. And I will see you guys next time. Peace.